And it's a wound licking Wednesday. We're trying to get through this thing. Okay, I have blasted Jorge Alfaro. I feel like he's the one I've been most mad at today. Although Heat's defense is right up there. It got our butts kicked by the Grizzlies, who now have a better record than us. But it's all good. I'm handling it just fine. I'm handling it fine, Leroy. Okay, I'm handling it fine. That Ja Morant and a bunch of children have a better record than us. I'm okay. I'm okay that a giant Yeti in Jonas Valanciunas looked like Hakeem against it. I'm all right because we got Dwayne Dedmon. But I got something that I actually am upset about, okay? So we'll bounce back. You ever hear this little entity called ESPN? What a bum-ass organization this is, all right? I'll just say it. A bunch of charlatans and sheep who write for this trash organization. A rag, if you will. All right, not worth the paper it's printed on. If people still did that, so they come out with lists, and I'm a fan of lists. I love power rankings. I love a good list. I love to see where things are at. Right?
Man, you guys are consumed by this.
Oh, well, fair. They had a list come out yesterday. Okay, of the top NBA players under 25. Okay. And this is how they always get around. They always have some fugazi way to why their lists are dumb. And it's always based on potential, some stupid caveat like that. Thanks a lot, Bobby Marks. But they have Bam Adebayo, who not a few months ago was named the 13th best player in the league by ESPN. 13th. He now is, in their mind, the 9th best player under 25 in the NBA. Now, I don't even want to know how these geniuses landed on that.
Give me the list. Now I need.
I'll give you the list. I'll give you the list. But just so you know, so we set it up. I want it to be known that 2 months ago, you had him 13th overall in the league of all players, and somehow he's landed 9th in his age group. So here's the list. Now, I'm not sitting here on this microphone trying to claim Bam is number 1 or number 2.
Caveats.
Okay? I don't really have a problem with number 1 or number 2. I'm okay with it. Some things I'm okay with, Leroy. Like, for example, number 1 on the list, Luka Doncic, Slovenian, adorable, leads his team in Dallas, MVP candidate. He's been tremendous, taking the league by storm. I'm okay with Luka being number 1 on the list, okay?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Gotcha.
That's fine for the baby fat assassin. No problem. No problem. Number 2 on the list, I don't even have that big a problem with because I get it. Zion Williamson, he's had an amazing year. He is, they're finally handing the keys over to him in the Pelicans. So I get it. Zion Williamson, number 2 overall, all-star season. Good for him. But number 3 is where I get a little bit squirrely with this list, okay? Because this guy has played basketball for 3 minutes, all right? And I think he shut up a lot of people with how he's played. And he's definitely came into the league with a lot of people being biased against him. However, Lamelo Ball being number 3 overall in players under 25 is what I like to call, Leroy, a bit much. A bit much for Lamelo Ball to be number 3 overall in players 25 and under.
Can I tell you why?
You can tell me why, but I'm going to disagree.
No, that's fine. I would guess that a lot of these guys on this list are more consistent scorers. Like, you're not going to be high on that list by being a stat line stuffer, right? You're doing a little bit of everything. There's going to be something that stands out, whether it's with the rebound and the scoring or whatever. You're not going to be a defensive stopper and be on that list.
Well, that's a problem.
That's just
with
the
me, Leroy.
nature
That's a problem
of.
with me. But that's a problem for me. You want to know something? You want to know why,
Sure.
Leroy? You want to know
Sure.
why? Because as we saw last night, this isn't all about offense, okay? It's half the game. And you want to know something? Bam Adebayo, the way he's able to defend, none of these guys could sniff. None of them.
But again,
None of them.
Again, you're not going to have a guy under 25 and they go top 5 defensive stopper. That's just not the way these lists work.
But he's a 2010 guy.
Is he a 2010 guy?
He's 19-9. I stuffed him up a little bit, but still, 19-9 is really good.
It is. Well, what are the other guys? Give me the other guys' numbers. If you're gonna do that, give me the other guys' numbers.
He's 19-10 because 9.6 rounds up to 10. I learned that in school.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
Give me the other guys' numbers.
All right. Lamelo Ball, he's number 3. All right. Like you said, all right, how biased this is with scoring.
Hold on. Like it's biased with everybody. Scoring.
Donovan Mitchell, number 4 on the list. Okay.
You have a problem with that?
Yeah, I do. I do actually. Because you had Donovan Mitchell in your little total list. You had him 5 spots below Bam Adebayo. And let me ask you something. Do you think Bam Adebayo has taken a step back this year? Forget about the team. Has Bam himself taken a step back this year? Because if you think that he has, you are a nut job.
But what if Donovan Mitchell took a step up?
Bro, Donovan Mitchell's the same guy. He's scoring willy-nilly. He's doing his thing. All right. But if push comes to shove and he had to put the clamps on Bam and Bam had to put the clamps on him, we know who the dominatrix is in that one. All right. The Bamps.
But look at, can you just sit back for a minute and listen to the rules as to that you're giving to say why guys better?
No. If they get to make their own rules, I get to make my own rules, Jack.
Well, let me ask you a question. After you go through your list and get to Bam, will you then please give us your list?
Yeah, sure. Well, I got to make my list, but if you want to, I'll do that.
No, it doesn't matter because all it's going to do is Bam number 1, everybody else.
That's not true.
This was the inspiration to our petty list back in the day when ESPN came out like the top 74. I mean, we all came up with our own top 74 petty list. This was the inspiration.
I may come up with my own top petty spite list for people under 25. I may come up with that. And somehow it'll completely flip because I want to know how Bam Adebayo cratered in his own age group. I want to know how this happened because LaMelo Ball was able to do a couple and one passes. Here's all right. This guy. All right, what was I on? Number 5 on the list.
You finished on 4 with Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, Donovan Mitchell. You know what? Donovan Mitchell. Congratulations. You get to lean on Rudy Gobert to do your dirty work for you.
Must be nice. You call Rudy Gobert trash can.
Must be nice. Yeah, but he has to do the hard work. Donovan Mitchell just gets to go out there. Let me just throw up all the shots. Nothing easier than being a high volume guard in this league. Everybody, dime a dozen. So and you want to know something?
Say he's a high volume guy?
Dime a dozen, Leroy.
By any chance, will we have his percentages?
Bam Adebayo is a unicorn. Okay, he goes out there. He scores, he assists, he rebounds, locks your ass down.
He's a unicorn, number 9.
Yeah, garbage. Here's the next one. Now, this one is inexcusable to me. Inexcusable to me. Because he shouldn't have been above him on the list in the top 100, which he was. All right, so make sense of that. But this guy, because we saw this over a series, Jason Tatum being number 5 on this list, being 4 spots above Bam Adebayo, where he has been the same guy and Bam's gotten better, is ridiculous.
Question.
Leroy. Bam Adebayo. No. Hold on one second. I'll let you finish your point. But I just want to make it clear. Leroy, did you watch the Eastern Conference Finals last year?
Yeah, but why we keep talking about last year?
Because you want to know why? Sample size. This was a head-to-head matchup. Dog on dog. All right. Did you watch the Eastern Conference Finals last year?
Of course I did.
Who was the best player on the court in that series? Was it our guy, Bam Adebayo, or was it Jason Tatum?
It was Bam.
That's right. It was Bam. You want to know something? That game 1 block is forever, Jason Tatum, because you could never do that to him. You could never do that to Idris Adebayo. Never. Okay? Right. But you want to know something? You want to know I tell you what goes on, Leroy. these meetings up in Boston, they're full of Sully and Murphs. They're full of Sully and Murphs who overrate. It's a northeastern bias up there in New York, all right? And Jason Tatum's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's fine. I'm not saying Jason Tatum's a bum. Okay, these are all good players. They're all good players. But you want to know something? He doesn't get to be above Bam on any list.
Okay.
They met at the Apex. And
why? Because he could fill it up? Yeah. You know what he didn't fill it up? Game one. Bam Adebayo delivered that like a pizza pie right back to him. Hell out of here. I'm annoyed by this list, Leroy.
Who's next?
I got to tell you. Oh, I mean, no, okay.
Right. Oh, boy.
All right. You want to know something? I didn't even know who number 6 was. But now that I know who number 6 is, Leroy, I think I might throw my computer. Number 6 on this list, okay? He's had a fine season, okay? And I think he's a nice player, all right? Even might be a future Heatle one day because he's best friends with Bam. But De'Aaron Fox,
oh my God,
on any list above Bam Adebayo, on any list.
Are you getting a trend here?
Even if it was top Foxes, Bam Adebayo should be above De'Aaron Fox.
It's all about scoring.
This is garbage, Leroy.
It's all about scoring and running the team. That's it. All these guys are catalysts, behind the scoring on their team.
Congratulations, you run the Kings.
Okay. Next guy. Number, was it 7?
7. Let's see.
God.
7. Oh, this guy.
The computer's going to fly.
You want to know something? I'm so sick of this guy being on lists. I'm tired of his ass. All right. Ben Simmons.
Oh,
all right,
God.
Being above Bam Adebayo. Okay, first of all, get the hell out of here. All right, Mr. Plateau. I mean, really? We're still rewarding this guy with potential. Hey, newsflash, the potential's over. All right, it's Joel Embiid's team. That dude's coattail riding. And all right, listen, he can guard a little bit. But I mean, at least Bam is expanding his game. I mean, this guy, he gets more afraid of the three-point shot as the years go by, Leroy. And all the time we get yelled, oh, Ben Simmons is going to expand his game. It just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. Samesies every year.
Is Bam going to expand his game?
Oh, let me ask you something. You don't think that game's expanded this year, Jack?
But so you're saying Bam is the only one that can expand their game? This is about projections.
Yeah, well, you know what? Watch the games, ESPN. Ben Simmons. Where was Ben Simmons on their top Hundy list? 16. So let me get this straight. Ben Simmons, who's been the same guy now for 4 years. Same guy. And again, I'm not saying he's a bum. He's a good player. But he's been the same guy basically since he's been in the league, okay? Explain to me, Leroy, how does he hop Bam Adebayo in his age group but can't even top him on ESPN's own 100 top NBA player list?
If I may.
Explain it to me.
Because one list was last year and this list is this year.
No, they were both this year. One was a preseason list and this is a midseason list.
There. Okay, you still separate.
Trash.
One was a preseason list and one is a midseason list.
All right. Last one before we get to my guy, Bam. All right. My guy. Real one. All right. All right. Finally, this guy who has been dwelling in the cellar forever. All right. This team's good this year. All right. So I'll give him some props. I'm not going to completely disrespect the dude. And he can fill it up. Again, can't guard a chair. But Devin Booker being above Bam Adebayo. I mean, you want to talk about flavor of the month. Let's just call this guy Baskin Robbins, okay? Because thankfully he gets to ride on the sidecar of Chris Paul, who's out there defending the toughest guy in the perimeter, okay? Who's actually running the team. And in fact, what we should do is he should really be thanking Chris Paul. He should really be on this list with swimmies on, Leroy, little water wings, because Chris Paul's allowing him to buoy up the list. Now, let me see. Let me just see where he was on this top Hundy list. All right. He was 17. So another guy who's somehow gotten to pole vault, Bam Adebayo, who's gotten so much worse this year. Get the hell out of here with this.
Just out of curiosity, what is he average this year in points?
It's not important. It's not important what he averages. He averages a lot of points. He can score. Like I said, he can fill it up.
This is all based on scoring.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Like you're trying to make your list out of intangibles.
It's not intangibles, though. It's tangibles. He tangibly stops your ass.
Okay, but that's not okay. That list ain't gonna sell.
Let me ask you something, Leroy. If Devin Booker found himself caught on Bam, what happens?
Bam would abuse him. He's bigger.
Okay. What happens when Bam gets on Devin Booker? Clamps happens.
All right.
Trash list. Garbage.